broke, boy, broke, boy, broke, boy, broke. La croqueta, you know who I am. FIFA 20 different and I feel like Uncle Sam. Texting all you haters cause you I defend. Call the apps Takashi cause all they do is bend. Broke boy, elite is what I like to choke boy. I am just a joke boy. Pressure eats me nam I'm bok choy. Yeah, I'm a broke boy. Leave you swimming with the fishes, I am so coy. Opposition looking funny, Joe Coy. Pass the session, yeah, take some notes, boy. Broke boy.
What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy, 1 star a week for the you and I watching another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. So, as you guys know, we are in the trenches. We are entrenched in the trenches. It is Saturday Weekend League gameplay, and we have a lot of exciting content for you guys today. But first off, we have our extra player pick. We have won 10 games in the Weekend League. Spoiler alert, not really a big spoiler. I mean, it's pretty hard to not win 10 games in the Weekend League by Saturday if you play enough games. So here we are. Let's go ahead and open this, and then we're gonna jump straight into the gameplay because we ain't got no time to waste today. I got to go to work. So let's get into it. 1 out of 3 for Champions players. I'm not super excited because this team of the week is pretty bad, but I would like a Griezmann. I would like a Hakimi. I think those are the only 2 I want. Let's get into it. What is the player pick going to be? Give me at least some SBC fodder. No, this is not good. All right, guys, just in case you guys were thinking about playing the Weekend League for this extra player pick, I mean, take my experience as a note. It's not worth it. But here we are. Let me show you guys the team we're rocking with real quick before we jump into the gameplay. By the way, EA did drop a flashback Higuain SBC. Hands up if you're gonna do it. Anybody? Nobody? Okay, nobody's gonna do it. Okay, that's cool. But today, we are gonna be reviewing 1 player and 1 player only. Our biggest signing of the Weekend League is gonna be 91 rated prime icon Michael Ballack. And honestly, he's always been one of my favorite players in the past FIFAs since he's been in the game. And when you look at his stats, it's very clear why. He's a very well-rounded center defensive mid with some very good offensive quality. He's 6'2". He has medium-high work rates. He's right-footed with a 4-star combination, as you guys see here. He has played 20 games in the Weekend League, and he has 2 goals and 4 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big solid and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, as always, do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So, when you look at Michael Ballack, I mean, there are some very, very interesting stats here. The 81 pace is, of course, very good. The 90 shooting makes him very unique as far as CDMs on this game. I mean, how many CDMs on this game have 90 shooting? Not even Hullet. We're going to see how that affects him in game. Passing-wise, he looks like a GOAT. 94 short passing, 93 long passing, 87 vision with 69 curve. Dribbling-wise is where we might run into some issues. 68 agility, 70 balance. Might not be good. I mean, in the past when I've used Ballack, he was a little clunky, but he did feel pretty decent on the ball because he has 83 dribbling, 91 ball control, 85 composure. We're going to see how he feels in this iteration of FIFA. Defending wise, he doesn't look that great, but my experience with Ballack is that he outplays the stats in game, and physically he is a pretty much a beast. All right, so without further ado, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to let you guys know how my Weekend League is going in the trenches, and I'm going to let you guys know, is this Ballack worth it? Let's go. Yes, guys. So according to Footman, this Michael Ballack card is going to be costing you 1.3 million on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? This is the first year I think I've played FIFA and I have not liked Michael Ballack at all. We're going to break down the stats. First, we're going to talk about his pace. He has 81 pace. And don't get it wrong, he's pretty quick, but he's not as quick as he's felt in previous FIFAs. I think it's his body type, his agility and balance letting him down. That being said, at 80 pace, he's not really going to be a liability in this regard. He just doesn't seem to play quite up to the 80 pace stat. He feels more like he has 76, 77 pace, which in and itself is not that bad, but at the same time, it's not a particular strength. And overall, I have to give his pace a 7 out of 10. Next thing we're going to talk about is just shooting, and I think it's actually my favorite thing about this card, or one of my favorite things, because having a CDM that can shoot on this game is actually very fun. He has very good attack positioning at 85, and he makes late marauding runs into the box very, very well. And if you could keep an eye out for his runs. He's going to score a lot of goals with his 87 finishing. His long shots are insane. Unfortunately, I didn't score any because it's just so hard to score long shots on this game with everybody packing the middle of the park. I mean, there just seems to be no space to get the shots off. But every time I got the shot off, he tested the keeper extremely well. Overall, this guy's shooting is a 9 out of 10. You will not find a CDM on this game that can outshoot him. Next thing we're going to talk about is his passing, and the main question here: is the 69 curve an issue? And I would say no. His through balls were fine. His short and long passing was immense. And if you like deep lying playmakers from the CDM role in the CDM position, you're really going to enjoy this card. This guy's passing was very, very nice. He has a nice weight on his driven passes, and he's somebody where you should be really sticking and moving like a boxer rather than dwelling on the ball, dribbling, and everything like that, because his passing just has that quality where he could really make things happen out of nothing. And overall, this guy's passing is a 9 out of 10. Very, very nice passing on this card. Next thing we'll talk about is his dribbling. 68 agility, 70 balance, and unfortunately, this is the first year where I can say it lets him down. I mean, he feels extremely heavy, and don't get it twisted, all right? I played extremely delayed gameplay for Friday and Saturday. I think everybody's just trying to get that extra red pick. Something is up with the servers. The gameplay is really slow pretty much, and this Ballack card was completely useless in some games. He just couldn't move. He couldn't maneuver at all. Like, he couldn't even move to get a pass off. He was just so slow, and defensively it did let him down as well. When I was tracking back with him, when I was getting countered, I noticed it was easy for opponents to dribble around him, and I do think it's his agility and balance letting him down. That being said, when the gameplay is smooth, he's not half bad on the ball, but at the same time, he will never be somebody that you could take players on with. If you play within his limitations, if you like players with his profile, it probably won't be that bad, but in my case, I really hated this aspect of the card. Overall, this guy's dribbling is a 6 out of 10. Finally, we'll be talking about his defensive and physical attributes, and like I've said in the past, he seems to be a card that outplays his stats. And this year, I will say, because of his agility and balance letting him down, making him feel sluggish, he seems to play around where his stats are. His stand tackle when he's in position is very, very nice, very strong, very accurate. His interceptions do seem better than 82. They do seem very good. He breaks a play very well with his long legs. His defensive awareness is only 75, but once again, I don't think that's an issue. His 88 stamina is very good. His jumping and heading accuracy is once again very good if you need a tall player in the park. And overall, I gotta say, his defensive and physical attributes are an 8 out of 10. All right, guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? Unfortunately, this Ballack card is somebody that suffers from the new FIFA 21 meta. He's just somebody that's hard to use when the game is delayed, because the dribbling on this game is just so important, and he feels so stiff, so hard to maneuver, even in smooth gameplay. And in delayed gameplay, forget about it. It's an absolute joke. That being said, he does have a lot of good things about him. His shooting is brilliant for a CDM. His passing, once again, is brilliant for a CDM. And defensively and physically, he's actually pretty decent when he's in position. That being said, his pace didn't feel quite as good as the 81 that it indicates. And his dribbling, like I said, is a big weakness. And overall, I have to give him a 7.5 out of 10. He's a solid card, but at the same time, for 1.3 million, I expect much better. Alright guys, you might be wondering how I'm doing in the weekend league, and I do not want to talk about it. The gameplay has been absolute shambles. I mean, it's been a full 1 to 2 second delay in almost every single one of my games. It's gotten to the point where I can't really do much. Defensively, I can't really defend because it doesn't really allow me to switch players properly. A lot of the times it'll switch the wrong player, and that'll cause me to concede, because I'm somebody who likes to manually defend, and with the gameplay in its current state, it's just not possible at a high level. Offensively, I'm having issues too, because there's some games where I just can't do anything. Like, my players are not responding. They're responding a full 1 to 2 seconds late. And the most annoying thing about it is that the ping indicates I'm getting good gameplay. I'm getting 5 bars. I'm consistently getting 20 to 25 milliseconds of ping. But whatever the case is, it just seems very bad. So that leads me to believe that it's just the servers being overloaded from the player picks. And we have finished off 10 and 9. 10 and goddamn 9. And let me tell you something. The last 3 weekend leagues, I've started off, I think, 14 and 4, 14 and 5, and then 13 and 4. This weekend, I am 10 and 9. So that's what leads me to believe it's the gameplay. It's not really me. I mean, that being said, I could be playing better in some of these games, but at the same time, I don't think it's really fully my fault. I think the gameplay is to blame for a lot of this. Let me know in the comment section down below how your gameplay has been. Let me know if you've tried Ballack. What are your experiences? Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next episode. But until then,